Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing this colourful skull inspired makeup tutorial by LUSTERLUX. It's incredible and I absolutely love it. So if you want to see how I created it, then please just keep on watching. So to start off any look, obviously we're going to be priming. I'm going to use the same primer that I always use, which is the SMASHBOX Photo Finish. So I'm just going to apply that to my face. This is a foundation and concealer, like 2-in-1. This is in the shade 2. And I really like it because it has like one of these applicators on it, which is really good. But if you're using it, if you're a makeup artist and using it on other people, obviously you're going to have to put it on either something like this or the back of your hand before applying it to your face, because you don't want to put the applicator straight onto your face and then put it back in the pot if you're using it on other people. But obviously this is just for me, so I'm going to be applying it with this. I'm just going to dot that all over. And to blend that out, I'm going to be using my Y6 foundation Morphe brush. And I like to just press in the foundation because I feel like it gives it more coverage. So I'm then going to go in with my concealer. I'm going to use the Naked Skin by Urban Decay. This is in the shade Fair. And I'm going to be highlighting where I would usually highlight, but also focusing on things that I want to stand out more. So I'm going to start with this sort of area. And to buff that out, I'm going to use my Zoeva concealer brush. This is 142. You want this concealer to be a lot lighter than either you would normally use or a lot lighter than your foundation, because you really want these bits to sort of stand out. I don't want this whole mouth area to be quite bright, so I'm actually going to put that on the lips as well, because obviously with the teeth they need to be as bright as possible. And then to help finish blending that out, I'm going to go back to my foundation brush. For my eyeshadow base, I'm going to be using the NYX High Definition eyeshadow base. So I'm just going to take that and apply that to my whole lid and right up to the brow bone. I'm then going to take some loose translucent powder. I'm going to use the RCMA translucent powder, and I'm going to be setting under my eyes so nothing moves. So moving straight onto the eyes, I'm going to be using a couple of different palettes today. I'm going to be using the Morphe 35p palette, which have got all these really pretty purple shadows in. And I'm also going to be using the BH Cosmetics blush palette, because they actually have some really nice pink shadows. Like this one's really nice, so I might be using this. So yeah, I like to use different things for eyeshadows, even if it's like a bronzer, even if it's just like a face bronzer. I like to sometimes use it as an eyeshadow as well. You can sort of use any sort of powder as eyeshadow, just sort of do what you want. I'm going to start with my BH Cosmetics 10 blush palette, and I'm going to go in with, I think this one, and a little bit of mixture of this one. These have no names on them, so I'm just going to point to them. This is going to be the main shape of the eye, so I'm really taking it quite high up into like the brow bone area. And then just using the same brush, I'm going to go in with my Modern Renaissance palette and pick up Love Letter. And just to create a little bit more sort of like dimension, I'm going to go in with this sort of like over the top. I'm going to run that underneath as well and connect it. Then using the same brush, I'm going to take my Morphe palette and pick up this purple colour, and I'm going to be applying this to my crease. I'm going to take that purple shade and run that under my lower lash line also. To carve out my lid space, I'm going to take back my concealer and apply it a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm going to take a concealer brush and pick up some of that product. What I like to do is apply it to my lid, and then I like to open my eyes and then just keep them open, and then where that top line is, where it's marked it, that's where I know where it's going to be, if you know what I mean. So I need it, because my eyes have this quite a bit of a fold to it, I need to cut my lid space higher than it actually is, if that makes any sense. So where this top crease is, that's where I need to carve it out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up some translucent powder and set that straight away. And then over the top of that, I'm going to pick up this really nice metallic-y lavender shade shadow. So pretty, this colour. I've never actually used it before, but it's so nice. So light reflecting as well. So I'm going to slowly start to take it over that harsh line, because we don't actually want that line there. I'm just slowly blending that across. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil brush and dip into the darker purple shades that we used, just to sort of deepen this whole outer edge, and then we can slowly bring that across to help blend it. Okay, now I'm going to do a purple in my waterline, but I don't actually have a purple eyeliner, which doesn't matter, you can use eyeshadow, and I've used it before. So I'm going to go in with that dark purple shadow, and I'm just going to press that onto my waterline. And this actually does stay. I'm going to put some eyelashes on, and these are the Ardell Whispies. So now I'm just doing some shading using the pink and purple shadows, starting with the frown lines first. And then I'm going to come in with the darker purple, just to really sort of emphasise the frown lines. Now going back to my BH Cosmetics palette, picking up this pink blush colour. I'm going to use this to carve out the cheekbone area of the skull and the temple area also. I'm then going to go in with Love Letter from my Modern Renaissance palette and start shading in some darker colour. I'm then just taking that dark purple shade just to deepen it even more. I'm then going to start carving out the nose using the same purple shadow. Now we're going to do the mouth and teeth area, and I'm going to pick up that first pink shadow that we applied, and I'm just going to dust that over my lip area, just like round the mouth, because this will help with shading with the teeth. I'm then going to pick up that dark purple shade again and carve out the teeth. I'm then going to grab my NYX Jumbo eyeliner in white, and this is what I'm going to shade the teeth in with. I'm then taking this really small, precise pencil brush, and I'm going to pick up that hot pink shade that we've been using, and I'm just going to shade in where the top of the teeth would be. I'm actually going to take this NYX SFX cream colour face and body paint. I'm just going to take that lip brush that I use, and I'm just going to pick some up just to highlight the teeth even more. Now I'm just going to do some highlighting with the white paint. And then for a powder highlight, I'm going to go in with my Sweet Glow palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills and pick up the shade Marshmallow. And I'm going to apply this on top of where I just applied that white paint. So this is the final result. I all hope you enjoyed this colourful skull inspired by LUSTERLUX. I'll leave her Instagram and her YouTube down below. So yeah, I all hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and please don't forget to subscribe.